From the OUTV Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, California, this is Brief News Brief, a brief look at today's trending news topics, proudly combating the thought police since 2016. Here's your host, James Heaney.
I'm James Heaney, and this is your Brief News Briefing. Bipartisan agreement. Is it possible in this chaotic week of escalating stonewalling, of congressional investigations into Trump, of further destabilization, clashes in Venezuela, white supremacist attacks in San Diego, could there be some actual good news? Is it possible? In the first face-to-face meeting since that blow-up that resulted in a government shutdown, today Pelosi, Schumer, and President Trump had a meeting, and all three of them came out this morning singing, "Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome." Or at least that was the smile that they had on their face, what it sounded like in my ears. Now, can they come together and actually start doing good for the country? They agreed to creating a plan to overhaul the U.S. infrastructure that would cost $2 trillion. Democrats and Republicans alike have stressed the importance of repairing and modernizing transportation, broadband, water, and power infrastructure. Many say that if this had been Trump's first move as leader of this country, he would be in a way different world today than he finds himself now. We can't rewrite history, but maybe we can mobilize and fix some broken stuff, right? Schumer said, "There was goodwill in this meeting." Between the White House and the Democrats, it's a miracle. Goodwill. Wow. Jeez. These days it seems like that's about as likely as saying that Bigfoot lives or something, right? Like Bigfoot. Like, what are the odds that you'd hear that? It's weird. Our message is, let's work together, Pelosi said on Monday. The American people understand the need to build the infrastructure of our country. Let's find a solution. Now, it's not clear where the $2 trillion is going to come from, which could certainly change the tune of the song rather quickly. But for now, we're going to settle on one peaceful government meeting about making the country a better place, one piece at a time. Is Bigfoot loose in India? Yesterday, the Indian Army said that its mountaineering expedition team stumbled upon a set of mysterious footprints in Nepal earlier this month. Specifically, they say that they found the mysterious footprints of the mythical beast, the Yeti. Measuring 32 inches by 15 inches, there is some understandable skepticism about the findings of the Indian Army. Can we take them seriously when they say that they found the footprint of a mythical beast, also known to us as the Sasquatch, the Bigfoot, the abominable snowman? Now, lore describes the Yeti as a giant ape-like creature living in the Himalayas. The detail that most undercuts the Army's claim is that the footprint seems to suggest that the alleged Yeti is a one-legged Yeti. But maybe it's just some person walking around with snowshoes, lonely, drifting through the snows of India. I don't know. Or, follow me on this one, maybe this Yeti was born with 2 left feet. And those 2 left feet are making imprints in the snow. But the stride is so long. It's a Bigfoot. It's a Sasquatch. It could have like an 8-foot stride. You can't get those 2 prints in one frame of a camera. I think that's the reason. India's army confirmed that the video and photographic evidence have been handed over to subject matter experts, which I can only assume means that they've given their evidence to the Weekly World News, which isn't fair. They get all the first dibs on this stuff. Bat boy, this and that. Give a real newsman a shot once in a while. So, we will one day get to the bottom of this. They say that they shared this news before they knew if it was true or not to excite the scientific temper and rekindle interest in the Yeti. Now, previous studies of bone and fur that people have attributed, saying like, this is a Yeti bone or this is some Yeti fur, well, typically they turn out to be brown or black bears. But maybe, somewhere, someday, a mutant bear-man pig will be uncovered. Or maybe even the mythical Yeti, him or herself. Vampire facial? You don't want to get one of those at the spa. Just don't do it. Health officials are investigating 2 cases of HIV among clients who received injection-related procedures. at an Albuquerque spa. It seems like clients contracted HIV while getting a spa treatment called a vampire facial. Now, a vampire facial is also known as a plasma-rich protein facial, which sounds like something in an X-rated movie, which is probably why people are calling it vampire facials. It involves injecting nutrient-rich plasma into the skin on your face using a tool called a microneedling pen. That plasma typically comes from your own blood, which contradicts it being a vampire facial. Vampire facial means somebody else. I mean, that's if you ask me. And it's gross no matter whose blood it is. Putting blood in your face is disgusting. Who would do something like that to their face? Well, it turns out when done safely and properly, a vampire facial shouldn't expose clients to HIV. Well, that's good news. It's supposed to rejuvenate the face so that skin looks younger and fresher. Yet, if the microneedling pen or any other equipment is not properly disposed of or sterilized between facials, it could expose the patients to potential blood-borne infections such as HIV, such as what was seen in New Mexico. The New Mexico Department of Health noted on Monday that anybody desiring cosmetic services involving needle injections should verify that the services are being provided by a licensed medical provider. All right, that's good advice, but maybe some better advice would be skip the vampire facial. Do it like they always did it. You want a baby face? You find a baby, you cut it off, and you paste it on. Nobody can tell the difference, and you look so young.